All right, guys, here is one final drive, totally sandblasted and primed. I am gonna have to lay this on its end so I can get up underneath of it, up inside here, a couple other spots that I just want to double check, make sure everything has paint on it or primer. But yeah, that's what it looks like now. Over there on the workbench, that's what it looked like before we put it into the sandblaster. And I guess we'll show you how we got from that to this. All right, so it's at this point where the sandblaster just does not like this really thick stuff. Whether it has grease on it or what it might be, I'm not sure. But we'll go ahead and take this putty knife and we'll just putty knife this off because it's a lot faster to do it this way. If I had that great big air compressor, I'd be okay doing it in the sandblaster, but it just takes too much air to eat through all these layers. Right now I can't get a whole lot on it because I want to be able to hold this with one hand. Currently I'm holding this with one hand. So as soon as I put the camera down, we'll go ahead and scrape all of this real thick paint. I may even throw this on the grinder and put that edge back on it. But yeah, you can see how that chips off rather than sandblast it. It's better to do it this way. Here we go. All right, I'm not sure how this is going to show up on camera, but as you can see with this stuff that's moving around in here, we got a lot of stuff scraped off. And I think a lot of it is just old grease or something. But the air compressor, the sandblaster, does not like that stuff. So it's a lot quicker to just go ahead and scratch that stuff off than it is to try to sandblast it off. And then once we put that back in there, you can see I got some stuff here, stuff here. This would have been a good example right here. This was full in this corner, just where the paint got over thick and that kind of stuff. So yeah, now we'll put this back in the blaster. There you go. There's a little bit there that I just broke loose. Kind of like a greasy paint mess. Grease and paint mixed together. See if I can show this right here. Here you go. A little bit of dark stuff there. When you scrape that off, then the paint becomes exposed, and then you can kind of scrape a little bit of that paint off. And there is quite a bit of stuff built up in these holes as well. I think they were full of mud wasps, which I'm pretty sure was common on the farm. That's why I've been trying to blast down into those holes to blow that out. But yeah, we got this cleaned up with the putty knife. Now we're going to go ahead and drop it back into the sandblaster and finish getting this paint off of here. So before I start shooting this with paint, I do know before I even start, this tip is a little messed up. It was messed up right from brand new. Every time I'm done spraying, I always take some acetone and wipe that tip off real good. I've had real good luck with Ace Hardware Premium Primer. That's what I'm priming all these parts with. Wherever my seals are going to be up against, or my gaskets rather, we are going to wire brush that stuff off with a little sanding disc. So I'm not worried about that. We're going to brush that off later on with these little sanding discs. So here we go. Well, there you go, guys. We have 2 completed final drives as far as primed. We'll go over here. Once that one dries, I'll do the same thing to that as I did to this. As you can see, let's see if I can get a good view of that. Right there. We took this little, I don't know, bristle looking, or this little Brillo pad looking thing, and we did all the surfaces that